It's time to get your tickets for the Delta Sigma Theta Sorority's Scholarship Fundraiser, Jabberwock. Joining me with all the details is Angel McGee-Ulmer. Thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you, Jess. Thank you for having me.
So first off, tell me a little bit more about the Delta Sigma Theta Sorority.
Yeah, Delta Sigma Theta is a public service sorority. We're an international sorority. We have over 200,000 sorority sisters in the United States, Germany, Japan, Korea, and Bahamas.
Okay,
Yes.
and now this is your major annual event, correct?
Yes.
This is what raises money for the scholarships you
Yes.
provide and different events.
Yes, Jabberwock is our major scholarship fundraiser. Now, the first Jabberwock was in Boston, Massachusetts, with the IOTA chapter, and this was 1926.
Wow.
So it's been a while. And after it caught on, and it was just phenomenal. So the chapter, the grand chapter, just decided this can be a signatory event for all chapters. The first Jabberwock in Chattanooga alumni was actually, it was Beta Epsilon Sigma chapter years ago. And it was 1949 here, February 1949.
Wow, so very
it's
long
been
running.
here a long time.
Now explain the name Jabberwock. That comes from Alice in Wonderland,
Yeah, it comes
right?
from Alice in Wonderland, it does, and it's actually through the looking glass. Jabberwock is actually a creature, but at that time, it was Fantasyland, and it was make-believe, and they made that creature could be anything they want it to be. So Jabberwock, we create it, and it can be anything we want it to be for the children. It's very creative.
It's actually a very inspirational character then.
It is. And this pageant, of course, igniting through the community, igniting the dreams through the community. So the students will be, of course, it's a competition, it's a pageant, but also they will be dancing and singing and doing their own talent. So we're excited about
almost,
that.
you know, a mix of a variety show with a pageant, and
Yes.
it's really for all ages. I'm looking here, you have several categories, a Little Miss, a Junior Miss,
Yes, and the
your
Miss.
Miss.
Yes, and of course, this is a scholarship fundraiser.
Okay.
So the funds we raise for Jabberwock goes towards our scholarship fund, and we provide scholarships for many students in Hamilton County every year.
That's great. And now new this year, you're adding in the Beauties and Bows fashion show, correct?
Yes, this is our inaugural. We're excited about this, the Beauties and Bows fashion show. So these little ones from 7 and younger will be modeling, and they can model playwear, church wear, formal attire, or whatever their parents want them to model. So we're excited to have them in the show.
Really
We have 40 of the beauties and bows,
Oh, that's
and we
great.
have right now 39 contestants for Jabberwock.
So speaking of the Miss Jabberwock, what are some of the categories they're competing in? I know you mentioned talent, kind of showcasing their skills, but what else will they be doing?
They would be just doing their talent, pretty
Okay.
much doing their talent,
Perfect.
and then the fundraiser part. So that's the big part.
That's the
so
big
right
part,
now,
right.
students participating in Jabberwock are right now getting ads for their, to raise funds for themselves.
Right, because you have a souvenir booklet
We
that
do.
everyone attending the event.
We do. We
so
receive the booklet.
anyone out there wants to support them, you can still place an ad in the program book. We'll give you that
Yes.
information a little bit later for
Yes.
contact. But just talk about, first off, I used to do pageants growing up, and so
Okay.
I learned a long time ago the importance of getting a young person on stage, just the
Oh
confidence
yeah,
they gain
it's
from it.
yes, that's self-esteem and just exposing them because that's one reason we came up with the Beauties and Bells. Give them an opportunity. There's 5, 6, 4, 3, but give them an opportunity to just come out on stage and see people and just be themselves. And it builds that self-esteem and that self-confidence and just make them feel like they can just grow up and be in more pageants.
They
and
can
do
take
more
on the
things.
world,
They
right?
can, that's right.
Now, if anyone is interested in competing or being in the fashion show, can they still apply and enter?
They can. We are actually at the closing mark
Okay.
of the deadline.
Okay.
Yes,
So
and
the
it's this
deadline's
week.
here. It's this week. Okay. So get those applications in this week.
Yes.
But tickets are going to be on sale for how long?
And tickets will be on sale up until March.
Up until March.
Yes.
Which, speaking of, the event is on March 17th.
March 17th.
And
It's
it's
a
at-
Saturday.
It's Saturday, 4 o'clock in the afternoon, at the Redemption to the Nations Church, which is on Bailey
and we
Avenue.
are so excited to partner with the church with Redemptions to the Nation. For years, we've been downtown effectively, so this is a new venue for us,
Okay.
and they have just been excellent. So they're looking forward to the community coming to the pageant.
Now, who is this for? I mean, of course we know, the family and friends of those are the competing, but if anyone else in the community wants to come out and support
Anybody, just if you don't have anything else to do that day, just come to Jabberwock and get your tickets and get tickets early because tickets are not sold at the door.
Right. Okay, tickets are not sold at the door. Now, they are $30 for adults,
Yes.
$10 for pre-K through 12th grade students.
That's right.
Okay,
That's
so that's
right.
not bad at all, especially for a
No.
fun event. And you're supporting a
No.
great organization.
Exactly.
Now, talk to me a little bit more. I know we know you do scholarships, but what else does the sorority do in the community, or
Oh,
how
we
else can
have-
someone else be involved?
Oh, we do a lot of things in the community. We have a lot of projects. We work with Chattanooga Food Bank. We work with the Room in the Inn. So we do a lot of projects pertaining to women and children and anything pertaining to bills and anything that has to do with women and children. We are there. We're at City Hall. We're at the County Commission
All over
meetings.
the place,
We
right?
are all over the
Perfect.
place, just trying to stay informed and to keep the public informed.
Right.
We're a voice for the people. And that's what Delta Sigma Theta, we were involved in the first women's suffrage movement was Delta Sigma Theta
Wow.
marching in Washington. So that's our legacy and that's what we're about.
Well, the organization has a long history, and this event has a long history.
Yes, we were founded in 1913, so we've been around a long time.
A little over 100 years now.
Yes,
so
that's
perfect.
right.
All
That's
right, well, we're
right.
going to pull up the contact information once again so everyone can
Okay.
go ahead and get their tickets since
Okay.
they are not sold at the door.
Right.
They are not
So
sold at
you
the
need your
door, so you
ticket
need to get
before.
those
That's
tickets
right.
now. The phone number, area code 423-309-1827. Angel, thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you,
We hope you
Jess.
have a great event, and we'll talk to you soon.
Thank you.
All right, we'll be right back on Let's Chat.